Hey everybody, welcome to my tutorial on a blowout with a round brush. I was not taught how to round brush when I went to school, so I learned this and I was determined to learn this because I enjoyed seeing other people do it. I enjoyed seeing other people straighten with the round brush and I wanted to learn it, so I went to learn it. So this round brush is going to be on curly hair. I wanted to learn how to do it on curly hair because that is most of my clientele. So I learned to do it on curly hair. When I straighten with the round brush, it actually helps me to straighten better with the flat iron. When I straighten with the flat iron, I do not have to press as hard. I don't have to do much work with the flat iron because the round brush straightens the hair for me. The heat with the round brush is directed heat. So it's directed with the heat and the air, and so you really don't have to work as hard with your flat iron because it's already straightened once you start the flat iron. So now I'm straightening the nape of the hair. I take it from the root area. I stretch the hair out. I stretch it as far as I can stretch it, and it'll be a little bit of pulling and tugging, but ask the client to hold her head down ways and you're pulling back ways so it doesn't irritate the client as much. Now when I do this, I'm holding the round brush so that it can cool. You do have a cool shot on your blow dryer if you have that kind of blow dryer. The blow dryer that I'm using is kind of hard for me to get to the cool shot because it's handle free. So I just hold it in place for a few minutes, let it cool, and then let it out. Now I'm going to the other side and doing the exact same thing. My goal is to straighten the hair. That is my goal, to straighten the hair so that it could be easier for me to use the flat iron, so I don't have to do as much work with the flat iron. Working from the inside out, not focusing as much on the ends, focusing more on the root area and the mid shaft. Holding it in place, letting it cool, then letting it out. Creates a beautiful curl. Absolutely beautiful curl. And most of all body, that is what we're looking for, body. Now I'll take the next section down, about a 2-inch section, sometimes 1 inch, depending on how thick the person's hair is. Depending on how thick the client's hair is. Like I said, I'm not an expert on round brushing, but I have been blow drying for such a long time. I needed to find a new way to blow dry the hair straighter than I had been blow drying it. So as you can see, this gives me much more ability to straighten with the flat iron easier, because it gets so straight when I'm blow drying it. The shine is amazing with the round brush with the boar bristles and the regular bristles on the brush. So this is a combination brush that I'm using. This brush that I'm using is by Xtava. You can get them by Revlon. You can get them by Conair. But the round brushes with the combination bristles is the ones that I like to use on curly hair. It creates an amazing shine. So it's trial and error. You have to use different brushes and feel out the one that is more comfortable for you, and that is how things work out. What's comfortable for you. So I'm holding it again here and letting it cool and then letting it out. If you can see how I let the brush go, I let the brush go in the way of the curl. So now I'm just speeding it up a little so I can just kind of get through the video, because I'm just repeating the same thing over and over, focusing on the root area and the mid shaft, and I focus on the ends last. Okay, I'm working the ends in as I'm round brushing it. You want your blow dryer to be moving at all times so you won't scorch the hair, and that's very, very important because you're dealing with heat, and it can easily scorch the hair. The products that I used tonight was clarifying shampoo by Paul Mitchell, shampoo 2. I also used Joico moisture recovery, and I used their shampoo and conditioner after I used the clarifying shampoo. I use the clarifying shampoo to get rid of all debris and all dirt and all oil. And then I go back in and I moisturize. This creates a lightness with the hair. Very, very light and airy. This is the result of the blow dry. This is what it looks like, right? Blow drying all over. That's very beautiful. That's exactly very light. What we want. Body. A lot of body. A lot of body in the hair. Now we're going to go in and do a trim. And the trim, you know, there's no great hairstyle without a great trim or a great haircut. So we're going in and trimming it. Now we're going to curl it with the flat iron. I didn't show you, but I had straightened it after I blow dried it. I straightened it after that with the flat iron. I'm going in and curling it now. And so she has an absolutely beautiful head of hair, and she's a great model. Thank you for watching. And thank you, Jessica, for being my model.